Hi everyone. I think I'm the last speaker, so that was a gift to listen to all of these artists. What a range of ideas. So real privilege. Thank you everyone. Thank you to everyone at New Mu. New Mu has been such a wonderful place for me, all the people there, and just the opportunity to have my work there is really special. So thanks for this as well. I'm originally from Australia. I grew up south of Melbourne on a place called the Mornington Peninsula, which had a really deep influence on me. It's a very thin peninsula of land between Tasmania and Victoria with extreme weather conditions that have a big influence on my painting and also my landscape architecture. What I'm really known for, my career has been in horticulture and landscape architecture. Coming on, I think in a year or two, it's 40 years since I started an apprenticeship in horticulture in Australia. And then I went on to study landscape architecture in England, and I've been designing landscapes in California for 25 years. If you want to see that side of my work, it's Ground Studio. You can look it up and you'll find the website and you'll see how deeply connected it is to my painting work. So with my landscape and landscape architecture and painting, I don't differentiate between the two. The painting allows me a freedom to get away from clients, municipal ordinances, planning departments, and the regulatory process, and budgets, and relying on so many other people to build these landscapes, which is a gift to itself, but a really good counterbalance for me is painting, where I just have to rely on myself, my own memory, and letting go. So for me, it's a lot of letting go and going very intuitive, deep into my memory of growing up in Australia and being here in California. Next slide. All of these paintings are deep. Well, these are acrylic paintings. I think you can see there, these are 36 by 48, a diptych. And these are based on memories I have in landscape of these fleeting moments of light coming through a leaf or a grass or lichen on a piece of stone. So I fuse and overlay layer upon layer, up sometimes up to, I'm guessing, about 100 layers of acrylic paint and other materials, as if I'm looking through a magnifying glass at a moment that I've observed in landscape, or a series of moments that overlay each other, essentially from my childhood all the way through to today. I paint in series as well, and you can see this series here on the bottom left is called Bleached. So 3 of my overlapping series are Bleached, I Am California, and also Scar. And they all relate to living in dry climates and how it's an acquired appreciation to understand things dry out, they're parched, the quality of light can be harsh. So you'll see in my landscape work that I'm very much invested in contextual landscapes that are of the place. I'm not trying to do English cottage gardens or any of that. I'm here to really appreciate California and do everything I can do to contribute. And these paintings are something that I study closely to inform my landscape architecture. Next slide. This series here, you can see that's my art studio in the bottom there. And this is a series I painted, which each part of this is 48 by 60. And what it was based on, the tension was referring to, I stayed in a very, very inexpensive motel on a road trip. And I went into the back parking lot in the morning, and there was this asphalt running out into this pure, beautiful landscape with wildflowers coming in, and it had just been pushed back by humans to provide those white lines of where we park. And there was this astonishingly beautiful, almost like restoration coming through the asphalt of these beautiful native grasses and wildflowers that were sort of fingering into the asphalt. And I was trying to amplify that idea of what a beautiful thing can happen when a man-made landscape gets overtaken or infused with nature again. And so I was just trying to blow that up in my mind and see how important that was. So it went from probably 1 foot by 1 foot in this asphalt surface to blowing it up into, 4 48 by 60 panels. So I think that's it. I really appreciate being asked to speak here, and thanks to the other speakers and to Numi. Thank you.